How sweet to be an idiot.
Yep, Charlemagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and this show is sponsored by Nature Box. Nature Box ships great tasting, healthy snacks right to your door. Forget the vending machine and start snacking smarter with healthy, delicious treats like dark cocoa almonds. That sounds tasty. Support this podcast.
That's what Megan Good's nipples look like.
They do. They are nice. Support this podcast by ordering a free Nature Box sampler box at naturebox.com/idiots. That's right. Get free Nature Box snacks.
Get it.
At naturebox.com.
We know a lot of you have been getting it too, because I've been getting all the tweets.
Yeah, y'all getting more than us. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Let me tell you something. All right. I appreciate these box tweets, but I would much more appreciate box tweets of other what are they called?
It's been 3 weeks since we snacked on some goddamn Nature Box.
Yeah,
here.
we need
some at the Brilliant Idiots.
Dude, snacking on the Nature Box. That's what it should be called when you eat a girl out who's got pubic hair. Snacking on the Nature Box.
First of all, I'm not eating a girl out that has pubic hair.
Why not?
Because the pubic hair makes it too difficult to actually eat a pussy. It should be nothing but tongue to clitoris. I don't want to have to fight through no goddamn bushy jungle to get to your clit.
Listen, you got to work to get what you want.
This why in the 80s.
Nah, you got to go in.
This why like in the 60s, 70s, 80s, eating pussy was so taboo.
No.
Because guys was like, I'm not eating no pussy with that hairy pussy.
Back in the day. We don't know how to eat pussy now
because
we're spoiled.
Listen.
Hold on. Imagine you had to get through a thick tuft of just Brillo pad pubic hair to get to the pussy. No. Imagine how good you would be at eating pussy if that's what you had to get through.
Imagine
now we're spoiled.
Imagine how discouraged I would be at eating pussy.
Not discouraged. It's like you finally got there. You're like, thank God I got the prize. I put in all this work. It's the difference between having a stick shift and an automatic.
Absolutely.
Now you got the automatic. The clip's just right there.
The fastest way between 2 points is a straight line. You know what stops that straight line? Pussy hair.
No.
Okay? I don't want all that bushy pubic hair when I'm eating some pussy.
The pussy hair's up here. The pussy's down here.
Absolutely not.
You got the pussy hair wrapping around the pussy lips and shit?
Listen, this is what I want you to do. You got a sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
Chew on the sleeve of your sweatshirt. That's what eating pussy it feels like when it's got a hairy pussy.
No, you just separate that shit, part that, Moses, and then you get up in it. That's
I like
it.
my Nature Box bald, dog. Shit. I like my pussy the way that it came into the world. Bald.
It's just, that's a little weird. Like, that's just a little weird.
I like that baby pussy, baby.
You like that baby pussy? That is just a little weird.
I want you to look like a fucking newborn.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Keep that shit bald like a newborn.
Yeah, you and your cousin's wife. Like that bald shit.
Listen, everybody likes bald shit. There's not one celebrity nude pic that has had a hairy pussy. Them shit is clean, dog.
They can't have hairy pussy. That's the thing now. The hairy pussy now is just...
It's whack.
It's not that it's whack. It's just customary to not have it.
It's like men having foreskin, dog.
You can't have foreskin. Though some girls like foreskin.
No, some girls like to taste the smegma.
No, that's disgusting.
No, for real.
Oh, no,
I know some girls
that feta cheese.
I know some girls that like to taste the smegma,
Get the fuck out
I'm
of here.
serious, man. They say it tastes like San Jose corn chips from Nature Box. What's some shit called?
No, do not believe that, girls. Do not go scoop out some smegma.
Nature Box
with
has
one of your
smegma flavored
chips.
chips.
Oh God.
I know some girls that love smegma.
Get the fuck out of here.
I used to have a little bit of smegma, and the reason I had a little bit of smegma is because I had a little bit of foreskin. It's like the doctor played a joke on me.
Yeah, you told me they didn't snip it all the way.
They trimmed it all the way around except for one little piece.
This is very early in the podcast to
man,
say.
It's the Brilliant Idiots. Dick talk. So about my 3/4 uncircumcised dick, it was circumcised 3/4, right? So
you had the burn victim dick.
Yeah, it had one little strip, and that one little strip used to have smegma. When I was young, I didn't know what it was, so I used to play with it.
You thought it was ranch?
No, I thought it was a hole in my dick. This is how uneducated I was about sex. Okay. I thought it was a hole in my dick, and I thought the stuff that was coming out was cum. So I thought that's what it was.
You were tasting it?
No, I would smell it. I would like play with it, smell it. Like it was.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first started jerking off, I would jerk off and I didn't cum yet, but I would pee, and I wanted to know if it was cum or not. So I tasted it.
Oh,
like gotcha. I would jerk off in the shower and then like I'd pee and then I'd like pee on my fingers and I just like dab it right there.
Makes perfect sense because clearly you tasted a lot of pee and a lot of cum in your life to know the difference.
Well, I tasted pee before.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Probably. Or I smelled pee. That's what it is. I smelled pee. So I was like, all right, this could probably be pee. I would know if it was. And because it was weird. I was jerking off and then like a few seconds later I'd just pee and I'd be like, I hope this ain't sex.
Yeah.
Because this shit is whack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I hope it gets better than this.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then eventually I came, but there was a long time I was just tasting pee.
True.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm completely circumcised.
First world
man.
problems.
First world problems.
I don't know.
I'm completely, some people actually drink pee to survive
So
in
they
third
need
world
that
countries.
that water world shit.
But I'm completely circumcised now. I got completely circumcised at like the age of 16. I went to the doctor for something, and I remember the doctor looking at my dick and saying, "Why is that piece of skin there?" And I was like, "I have no idea." And he was like, "Let me get that for you." And he numbed me up, snipped me right there, stitched me up.
Done.
And then he shook my dick and said, "I always wonder why they call these birdies."
Wait, a dude doctor grabbed your cock and
When I
shook
was 16,
it
he shook it. He said,
and gave it a
"I always wonder
nickname.
why they call these birdies." I didn't know no better. I was 6 fucking teen, man.
And was he just looking at it? Tweet, 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 tweet.
Yeah. He probably, listen, I got molested by the doctor, clearly.
Who didn't molest you growing up? That's what I want to know.
very true.
At a certain point in time, we're gonna start wondering if you were asking for it. If you're just walking around with your dick, like, would you mind touching this?
Don't fucking molest shame me, okay?
I'm gonna molest shame you. No. Once the doctor's giving it a fucking nickname, saying it looks like a bird.
Yep. It was, yeah.
What?
He said a birdie. He shook it and he said, "I always wonder why they call these birdies."
What's a birdie?
I don't fucking know.
I know a birdie's in golf, right?
I know birdie from goddamn above the rim.
No, that was bird.
Nah, it was birdie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Tupac was birdie and above the rim.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah. But we're here, you know. Shout out to all these celebrity nude pics that are still leaking. I really believe these celebrity nude pics, it's like an ice bucket challenge that we don't know about, that all these celebrities are doing. They're secretly challenging each other.
To get the nude pics out.
It's to raise money for the Illuminati.
How does it raise money?
I have no idea.
You haven't figured
I
out.
just don't feel like this can be a coincidence.
No, they go and they hack into their shit. Everybody's got nude pictures in their iCloud, and somebody found a way to hack in, and then they put them out there because that's what we want to see.
I can't believe there's so many goddamn celebrities that fucking take nude pics. Like, somebody brought up a good point. Oh, I was talking to Wale. Wale brought up a good point. Wale said, if you've been married all these years to somebody or in a relationship, do you still have to send nude pics?
Yeah.
Like can't you have the mental picture in your mind, especially when you're a celebrity?
Nah,
especially because of shit like this. It's like, why not? Let's not take the risk. I'll just wait till I see you. I'll paint a mental picture. It makes it better anyway. I'll fucking long for you and lust for you.
Yeah, but everybody wants a reaction, man. Everybody wants a reassurance, and that's all that shit is. When a girl sends you a naked pic, she's not sending it for you. She's sending it for her.
For encouragement?
Exactly.
But I'm your man.
She's sending
I'm
it
your
for the
husband. I'm your
compliment.
boo.
But still, everybody likes compliments. You don't stop liking compliments. Every time a girl sends you a picture of her tits, she's really sending you, hey, could you tell me I look beautiful?
Yeah.
You know, so this idea that like we're assholes for asking for the naked pics, it's your fault that you need the compliments.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you ladies why I take naked pics, or why I used to take naked pics back in the day. For insurance. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you do happen to blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm going to do exactly what that guy is doing to Iggy Azalea right now. I'm going to do what Ray J did to Kim Kardashian. I might blackmail you and say, hey, I got these nude pics. You might want to slide me a few thousand, 10,000, 20,000. Guys are only doing this for insurance. And guess what? For you girls that aren't celebrities, guys are just taking naked pictures of you, so when you break up with them and break their heart, they can post them all over social media and embarrass the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
I want you to know that.
I don't think guys are doing that to embarrass you. I think it definitely is a kind of like ownership thing. You know,
it's an ownership thing, man.
Yeah.
A guy feels like, yo, never break up with me because I got this over your head.
I don't think in terms of break up. I think in terms of, I got her to send me naked pics. Like, it's like, I got this adorable little sweet girl. Like, nobody's asking a stripper for naked pics.
Yeah.
I just go Tuesday to her fucking lunch shift.
Yeah, you go to her $2 Tuesday.
But if you got a good, like a good girl who's went to Catholic school her whole life, everybody knows her as a sweetheart, or some politician. Yeah. Imagine there was some like female politician and you got her to take her fucking tits out, put a dildo in between them, and like just lick it and shit like that. Imagine you had that. You'd be like, yo, I'm the motherfucking man.
That's all good until you compare him with some other dude and y'all realize y'all got the same fucking pictures.
That's the
because she keeps
shit.
these stock naked pictures in her phone.
You know what's
to send to all you dumbass dudes.
You know what's fucked up is the guy who had a sex tape with Kim that didn't leak it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Who was just sitting on it like, this motherfucking big dick Ray J.
Yes.
I can't put my shit out now.
I keep telling you Ray J dick wasn't that big.
Yo, it was
long, man. It had no girth, dog.
Nah, dude, it looked like a boom mic.
My dick got girth. My dick looks like me, son.
Okay, I believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe your dick looks
average
like you.
height.
Yeah.
Which is average length, 7 3/4, 8.
Yeah.
But the girth, dog.
And it's got a little skin bridge.
No more skin bridge.
The skin bridge has been demolished.
I burnt that skin bridge.
Talking about burning bridges.
Speaking of burning bridges. Okay.
Someone's supposed to be here right now, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not, man. They're not. And you know what pisses us off about this is, number one, it's a friend, a good friend of ours, somebody I consider family. She texts Andrew Schultz a minute literally
a minute
prior to when she was supposed to be here to say she's not going to be here because what she's filming isn't over until 6 o'clock. Now, we all film here. I work for MTV, Schultz works for MTV, MTV2, we both do that.
We know our schedule.
You
don't go into film and then they go, hey, we're going to need you the whole day. Yeah, and then we go,
exactly.
Oh, okay, that's just what happens.
They don't say you're supposed to be here till 10 to 12.
She asked me last night if she should come.
Absolutely. Now, I'm not saying she burnt the bridge with us because that's our family.
No, of course.
All I'm saying is that you do have to be cognizant of other people's time and other people's schedule because you only got 1 or 2 times to fuck up with people. Because put it like this.
If people are generous. That's generous.
Yes, that's generous.
1 or 2 times.
That's family.
That's
us.
family.
That's us saying, all right, cool.
Your employer? Imagine you just didn't show up to a shoot.
Imagine if the first time you meet a person, you got a terrible attitude.
Yeah.
That statement, you only got 1 time to make a first impression. That shit is very true. People remember you based off the first encounter they've had with you.
I'm shitty at first impressions.
Not me.
You're good. No, I noticed that about you. You're good. I'm one of those people like you got to get to know me, and then after you know me, you're like, oh fuck, I fuck with this dude. But
not me, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is something I always tell our good friend Little Duval. Little Duval is slightly antisocial, and a lot of people.
That's not true.
He is. When he doesn't know you, he doesn't fucking talk to you. Listen, could you please stop doing that?
What? Picking my nose?
I hate. It's not that you pick your nose.
I
you
rub
pick
my
it and
fingers.
You roll a fucking booger.
I rolled
like
a
it's
booger
a
ball.
goddamn one of those balls that you use for meditation. That shit is disgusting as fuck. Stop it. I hate it.
Let me just put it on.
Like I saw somebody doing that shit out the window the other day. I thought they was doing the goddamn Johnny Manziel top season money sign
the money
shit. They fucking was digging in their nose doing that shit. It's disgusting.
Yeah, okay.
But Duval's antisocial. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He'll walk in the room. He won't speak, blah, blah, blah. And I know a lot of people that are like that. But it doesn't bother me because, it doesn't bother me because I understand that everybody, he's distracting me because he's digging in his fucking nose. It doesn't bother me because I understand that everybody isn't social.
Yeah.
But I'm the type person, I don't wait for the energy in the room to come to me.
Yeah,
I dictate the energy I want in the room. Yeah. I walk up to everybody. I say, what's up? I say, hello. How are you? I don't got to know you. I introduce myself. I don't assume people know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I say, what's up to everybody. And when I leave, I do the same goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? So much to the point that, prime example, this morning, I walk into the Elvis Duran morning show because Elvis called me over to talk to me about Iggy Azalea saying, and he thought Iggy Azalea was saying Black Widow Baby in that song with her and Rita Ora. So he called me over to hear it. So I walk into the studio and I walk.
She wasn't saying Black Widow Baby?
No, Black Widow Baby, like a Black Widow Baby. Ooh, a Black Widow Baby. Ooh, Black Widow Baby.
Like a Tom and Jerry, not Tom and Jerry, little Will Puttycat, Elmer Fudd. Like Elmer Fudd.
Black Widow Baby. So I walk in there and I run straight to the mic because I'm thinking they're on the air.
Yeah.
So I don't think, and I don't think I got time to go say what's up to everybody. Yeah. So Elvis goes, what's wrong? You in a bad mood? You in a bad mood? I said, nah. I said, oh, y'all not recording. So then I go speak to everybody in the room, give Elvis a hug, blah, blah, blah. But that's what they expect from me. And that's what I want. You got to dictate the energy in the room, man.
But look, some people can't dictate the energy in the room. That's just not in their personality type. But you can still be social. You can still be a nice guy.
How hard is it to say hi to people?
Hey, you just say hello. That's
How hard is it to give somebody that? Say what's up, kiss a girl on the cheek.
Because here's the thing. People personalize your lack of social skills.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. But it's the reality of the matter. Like, for example, if you walk into a room and you don't say hi to people, they don't go, oh, maybe Charlamagne's a little socially awkward. Maybe he doesn't, trust people. Maybe people have tried to attack him in the street, so he's a little bit wary about all the people he's around. They go, yo, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He thinks he's better than everybody.
Absolutely.
You know what? Fuck him. He's fucking shitting on Drake all the time. Well, fuck it. You know what I mean? Then they start hating you.
The truth of the matter is you are kind of an asshole if you walk in a room and don't speak to people.
Agreed, but you have to understand certain people have social anxiety.
Yeah.
My point is, like, I know, so there's some famous people, right? Who, like, for example, Aziz Ansari, right? I think Aziz...
From South Carolina, too, by the way.
Okay. So I think, I think Aziz... Every interaction I've had with him, he seems like a nice dude. He's chill. But I think there's some comedians I know that they don't really like him that much. And I think a lot of it is them personalizing his behavior. Aziz is one of those dudes that I think he's learning how to be comfortable being famous. You know what I mean? And so maybe he's not the type of guy like you to just walk into a room, say, hey, what's up to everybody and do that kind of stuff. He'll just stay to himself. And comedians and other people will go, oh, he thinks he's better than us. He's not talking to us. He thinks that he doesn't need to talk to us because we're not famous or something like that. And they personalize it. They start thinking shitty about themselves.
Listen, I will say this. You are an asshole if you walk into it. If you walk into a room and you literally stand there and don't acknowledge anybody, you're an asshole.
Yo, but what about this? If you walk into the room and you just say, what's up to everybody, are you acting as if everybody should know you and you think you're the shit and this, that, the other?
No.
Because people get upset at that too.
I just told I walk, I don't assume people know me. If I don't know you, I'd be like, yo, what's up, man? My name's Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yo, the way you do it is great. I'm just saying, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because sometimes if you walk in a room and you own the room and you fucking say what's up to everybody, there's the haters out there that go, oh, look at them. They think they could just walk in here, take over like it's their fucking room. It's not your fucking room. This is our house. You walk in here, you be polite.
I have nothing to do with that. Because all I'm doing is putting out the energy that I want to be in the room.
What I'm saying is people have insecurities, dude. And
I have nothing to do with that.
But
you ever read the 4 Agreements?
No.
In the 4 Agreements,
I need to read all these fucking.
You need to read the 4 Agreements.
I need to read all these shit.
It's a chapter in the 4 Agreements that talks about
read my fucking timeline.
That a lot of times it's not you, it's the other person.
Yeah.
If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm walking in and I'm showing everybody love, hello, yada yada. If you want to be an asshole to me, that's on you, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. If you want to be an asshole, you be the asshole.
Yo, you know what? It's so fucking right. A lot of times I'll get caught up in perception. And I used to not do that as a kid. I remember when I was young, I would just fucking do whatever. I didn't even wonder what people think at all. And as I become older
being
and
a
more,
kid, man.
Fuck, it's great. But even as like in high school, and I remember it started probably in college, where like in high school, if I didn't understand some shit, the whole class had to stop until I understood it. And I didn't think that was weird at all.
And now we give people shit for asking questions. You dumb motherfucker. You idiot. The fuck you supposed to know that? No, I'm not. That's why I'm asking questions. That's what questions are for.
Yeah.
The dumbest question is the question you don't ask.
Agreed.
Sitting there acting like you know some shit when you don't. Fuck no. I have no problem saying, well, what is that?
I would literally stop the class.
I do that now.
But in college, I started feeling self-conscious. And I would be like, man, I'm not going to raise my hand. I don't fucking know everybody here. I don't know my position. And it was then that I started understanding, whoa, maybe there are some kids in class that when they don't understand some shit, they feel anxiety asking questions. And then they end up falling behind. Do you know, it was weird. It was like I had never felt that shit before. But like, once you start taking in the feelings of other people in a room and acting towards those feelings, like I even find myself doing that a little bit, you know, around certain people, like trying to, if they think that I'm not humble, you know, like I guess I get this perception like maybe I'm arrogant or maybe I know everything or I think I know everything, whatever. So I find myself like playing my own feelings down and like calming myself down and like trying to like almost like poke fun at myself to make them feel comfortable. And part of me is like, man, fuck that. Just be my fucking self. If you fucking think I'm arrogant or whatever, then...
Well, I try to fit in when you're born to stand up.
Hey, fuck, exactly, man.
And when you talk about perception, the only perception you should care about is the perception that you have of yourself.
Yes, agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Now I am cognizant of other people's feelings.
Yes.
Because I want somebody to be cognizant of my motherfucking feelings.
Yes.
It's funny because I just cursed out one of my friends the other day because I landed. I was in Vegas for 3 days for the iHeartRadio Music Festival. I landed on Sunday. I had to do a Remy Martin event that night.
Okay.
My homegirl, who actually works for Remy, but we're cool. That's really my friend. I texted. I said, "Yo, how long I got to be at this event tonight?" And she was like, "Till 10:30." And I had to leave the house at 6:30. Mind you, I just landed at 3. Took me 3 hours to get from JFK to Jersey. I didn't get to the house till 6. So I'm like, "Nah, I'm not staying there till 10:30, yo. That's ridiculous."
Yeah, you're exhausted.
She texts me back, "I don't got time for this shit. I just had minor surgery yesterday, so I'm not feeling like having this conversation. You know, you knew about this shit already." Now, mind you, I've been in Vegas the past 3 days. Been drunk for 48 hours. I'm tired. Just been in traffic for 3 hours. You think you the only person that don't feel like this shit today? But you got the audacity to tell me you don't feel like this shit. So now it's when I got to check her on some, I know we cool and all. We friends, but you wouldn't talk to anybody else that's endorsing your product like this, boo. So don't fucking talk to me like this. And guess what I did the whole night?
Oh, that was a business relationship.
No, she's my friend.
But you also have a business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't blur those lines. Don't blur those fucking lines,
That's
dog.
on her because she's got to know when to act like. If it's a business situation that you guys are meeting on, she's got to act like a business person.
Absolutely. First of all, why don't you want to stay, or why can't you stay? then I can tell you I was in Vegas, whatever. I didn't hit her with none of that. But she hit me with all the shit she was going through. I had a little minor surgery yesterday, this and I don't feel like it's today. Oh, really? Neither does the talent, God damn it. Now I'm not leaving the fucking house.
You turned up to Duval.
Yeah. now
I need McDonald's here.
Well, I mean, I still wouldn't handle my business, but it was just the principle.
No, but that's a good ass point right there. If you have a business relationship with a friend, you got to know when to be business person. You got to know when to be friends. If we're kicking at the house and you run out of fucking chips, you could rip on him for not having fucking chips.
Yeah.
But if you're at a business event, don't fucking talk to him in some way that you wouldn't talk to some other employee.
I agree. That's what I told her. I was like, yo, you wouldn't have spoke to anybody else who endorses just your product like this.
Yo, but isn't that the tricky thing about when you become close friends with people that are in business?
Yeah. If
like, what do you do? What do you do when it comes to that? Do you
I keep everything business. I keep business. I keep personal. We all got friends at MTV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
people that I genuinely enjoy. Like, I mean, that I invite to my wedding. We hang out, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I understand business is business. If Charlamagne is fucking up, I don't expect him to treat me any other way because we're friends. So if I burn that bridge business-wise, that's my dumb ass by not doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but don't you feel like you have to, when you're friends with somebody you do business with, don't you feel like you're even more on point because you don't want to affect the friendship?
Yes, and you want to prove that you're here on your own merit.
Yeah, it's not about
It's not about because we're cool and we hang
whatever.
out.
This is business. I work it.
Business. He's really, Charlamagne's good at what he does. Schultz is good at what he does.
Yeah.
I genuinely enjoy being around them, and they really are good at what they do.
Yeah.
That's what you want, man.
Yeah, I don't understand these people that take advantage of that shit. But I got a sensitivity to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like and this isn't with MTV, but maybe other kind of relationships, maybe somebody, I don't know exactly, in comedy or something like that, where it's like, yeah, we're friends, and then all of a sudden there's like a little laziness I feel when it comes to the business side. And I'm like, would he be this lazy around someone who is just paying him to do this work? Or is he this lazy because
I think
I'm his friend, and he gets that little leeway?
Yeah. Now that makes a lot of sense, man. It makes a lot of sense too. Just like even on at the radio station, like I want people. It's two things that I'm gonna tell you what gets me off more so than people saying you're good at what you do.
Go.
I swear it gets me off when somebody says he's a pleasure to work with.
Yeah.
I swear it gets me off when somebody says he's a really nice guy. Like Elite Daily did an article on me the other day, and I was reading it, and in the article the guy goes, Charlamagne is much calmer and down to earth and humble than you would think, based on his on-air persona. That's the kind of compliments I enjoy. I enjoy that kind of stuff. That's what gets me off.
That's great.
You know why? Because my grandmother would always tell me, manners will take you where money won't. Yeah, and I genuinely believe that wholeheartedly.
Manners will take you where money won't.
Word up.
But at the same time, I think I'm a good person. I want to be a good person. I think I treat everybody really fairly. I think if you would ask people, I have good relationships with people. But at the same time, there's, we're in this to be great. I'm not in this to be, best friends with everybody. I'm in this because I want to be the greatest at what I do.
Absolutely.
So I want, that means everything to me. If people are like, look, sometimes he can be whatever, but when the lights go on, that motherfucker handles his business.
But you know what? Don't get it fucked up with these executives. These executives fuck with you because you're talented, no doubt. But if you got a real bad attitude, it don't matter how talented you are. This business don't need you no more, dog.
You got to be
Those days are over.
Great to have
Those
a bad
days
attitude.
are over. Yes, you got to be. You got to be Michael Jordan in your field to have a bad attitude, dog.
Exactly.
You got to be the greatest of all fucking time. Motherfuckers ain't putting up with you. No,
you got to be fucking. Fuck, that's so true.
Absolutely not,
man.
So, I guess the moral of the story is, when it comes to the moral of the story is when it comes to burning bridges, don't do it.
Don't burn bridges. Be good around people, especially if you work with your friends, which I know a lot of people are doing right now. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you don't just meet somebody on fucking Craigslist and start a business. You start a business with the people around you. Right? So you got to work that much harder, because if you don't, it's going to affect your friendship, man.
Listen, Don't snip that extra piece of foreskin. Keep that skin bridge from your shaft to the head of your dick.
Keep that fucking ricotta cheese.
Just make sure you clean the smegma out.
Well, yeah, then put it on a cracker.
Yes.
You know, that's what you do.
Smegma under the skin bridge.
The smegma under the skin. That should have been a Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
That's just water under the bridge. No, it's just smegma under the skin bridge.
All right, guys. We got 2 words for you. All right. You already know what they are. Free snacks. Who's giving them? Nature Box. All right. I'm going to give you the opportunity to get some free snacks. You got to drop that candy bar, drop the potato chips because they're not good for you. All right. You got to do what I do. You do what Charlamagne does. You get natural, delicious snacks at naturebox.com. Nature Box gives me hundreds of snacks. I mean, delicious snacks. I know you guys have been complaining because we eat them while we're on the podcast, but it is what it is. If you had them, you would be eating them too. All right. Matter of fact, you should get them because they're free and you eat them while we eat them. Done.
Yes, and I don't feel guilty about eating them because they are good for me. They've got 0 artificial ingredients, 0 trans fat, and 0 high fructose corn syrup. I don't even know what the fuck fructose corn syrup is.
You actually pronounced that shit well.
I did?
I was not planning on you to pronounce it.
I see that word all the time, but if it doesn't say 0 high in front of it,
then you go.
I don't fuck with it. Okay, so you'll even find snacks that are low in sugar and without gluten. I know a girl that's allergic to gluten.
Is she white and 20?
She's white.
That's every single girl.
And I'm like, how do you know that you were allergic to gluten? Because I didn't know that they even said gluten was in food. Like you know how you see gluten free on everything? Yeah. You never used to see includes gluten on everything prior to this.
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Okay, so in the afternoon slump, you know, if you're hungry and you're irritable, girls, if your period's on, this is what you do. Grab peanut butter nom noms from Nature Box, our baked sweet potato sticks, our dark cocoa almonds. Yum, 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 yum,
Listen,
yum, yum.
I'd like to put my baked sweet potato stick in the girl's Nature Box.
Sounds very kinky, Schultz.
I would really enjoy that, you know, and then afterward, maybe she could nom it a little bit.
Okay.
You know, some peanut butter come out.
Would you like her to be a black dark cocoa almond too?
You know what? I'd actually prefer to be mixed.
True.
You know what I mean?
Your girlfriend.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So some dark cocoa and then some vanilla flavoring.
Bean. Yeah.
Ooh,
dark cocoa, vanilla bean almonds.
Ooh, get that
Nature Box doesn't have
macchiato.
that. Yeah, so don't order that because you won't receive it.
So this is good for you. We know it's good for you. And I want to give you the chance to try Nature Box for free with the sampler box featuring 5 of their most popular snacks. So that's right. You heard me. It's free snacks. Free snacks. We've been giving a lot of free stuff away.
Yes,
have you noticed that? I think we're good to our fans. All right. So you start your free trial. Go to naturebox.com/idiots. Stay full. Stay strong. Do what I do and start snacking smarter. Go to naturebox.com/idiots to get a free sampler box of delicious snacks. You are welcome. Hold on. We got one more ad for you. Folks, be sure to check out and support Squarespace. All right. Our website is coming out on Squarespace. You're going to be able to buy some pretty cool shit. A lot of you saw the Brilliant Idiots t-shirts. We got them ready. We got them locked. We're not dropping them just yet, but they're out there in the world. Now, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website, portfolio, and online store. For a free trial and 10% off, visit squarespace.com. Enter the offer code IDIOTS at the checkout. A better website starts with your website.
Now, I know you're probably asking yourself why. Because it's simple and easy. It has drag and drop content, 24/7 support through live chat and email. Plans start at $8 a month and includes a free domain name if you sign up for a year. 1 year. A year goes by fast. Ask Wiz Khalifa. Him and Amber Rose only been married for a year.
That's
okay?
right.
You can start a trial with no credit card required and start building your website today. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code IDIOTS to get 10% off your first purchase and to show your support for us, the Brilliant Idiots. All right, we thank Squarespace for their support of the Brilliant Idiots. Squarespace, a better web, starts with your website.
Remember, this is the perfect tool for a brilliant idiot, someone who has a brilliant idea for a site but is too idiotic to build it themselves, and that would be us, all right? We've been building our website for months, and we just couldn't get anything up. Now we're using Squarespace, and it's so simple. Even we're able to figure it out. So be on the lookout for that soon.
All right, back to the show.
Yes. Now,
you know, in shocking news.
First of all, can I just say something? How dope is it that we got advertising and shit? Like, this is so exciting to me.
The listeners don't give a fuck about that shit.
They don't, but like, you got to understand. First of all, thank you guys for listening, because then people want to invest in the show. But it's just great. Then we get to put this out more. I don't know. I'm dope. Anyway, go.
Now, in shocking news, I mean, a tragedy. I'm not talking about the airstrikes in ISIS. I'm not talking about, you know, the riots happening in Ferguson again. Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa are getting a divorce?
Yes.
What in the fuck?
Who
saw that
Did
coming?
you see that comedic misdirection that you just put on right there, that was beautiful. That was just gorgeous.
Who saw that coming?
Is it ISIS? No. Is it Syria?
Listen,
no.
Hold up. Even ISIS knew the airstrikes was coming because Barack had a goddamn press conference to announce to the world his plans. Okay?
Yeah.
But fucking Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa divorcing?
This is crazy.
Who the fuck saw that coming?
This is... I actually know Amber because we hosted this MTV... what's it called? Spring break kind of thing that was down in Alabama, and Wiz was there, and dude, it was weird. It was like one of these couples, these celeb couples, where at first you saw it, and you're like, okay, here's some celebs, but then when you see them kick it, they look cool as hell.
I thought Wiz and Amber were in perfect harmony.
Yo, me too. It was.
I saw
them recently.
I saw Wiz and Amber twice last month. We saw them. We was at. You came to the iHeartRadio Music Theater. Wiz Khalifa performed.
Yeah.
Amber was there. It was all good. I remember interviewing Wiz before his album came out, Black Hollywood, last month, and I asked him, how do you and Amber avoid staying out of the news? Because you always hear, oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce might divorce.
Never in the news.
Kim and Kanye are having problems. You never see Wiz and Amber. Then all of a sudden, Amber Rose files for divorce?
Just weird, man. You know what's weird is after you hear about divorce, you start backtracking and seeing if you could tell if there were any signs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
see, now you're gonna see the bullshit. Now you're gonna have people be like,
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, oh well, Wiz ain't never could handle that anyway. Look how skinny Wiz is. And Amber got that thick ass. Amber want a dog and this and that.
What did you say? There was some Wiz's weed deal is about to make.
Oh my God! Listen, Wiz, whoever is selling Wiz marijuana is about to make some money. That motherfucker's gonna be if he was buying by the pound before. Shit.
Birds are gonna
listen,
fly.
first of all, Amber Rose is a beautiful woman. Let's be clear on that.
Definitely.
Right? That's the mother of his child. That's his wife.
And she's cool as fuck.
And yeah, and
Amber's cool as fuck.
Yes, and Wiz fell for that girl early and hard. And everybody said, what do you expect a guy from Pittsburgh to do? Ain't no good pussy in Pittsburgh. Ain't no like seriously. I've never been to Pittsburgh.
Oh God!
But
All those girls work at a steel mill.
Exactly. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Man, there's some bad bitches in Pittsburgh." How do you
go from steel mill Shirley to Amber Rose?
Man.
Of course you're gonna marry her. Use no condom. Come on.
What? That's the best piece of pussy he ever had in his fucking life.
So true.
Listen, man, I feel sorry for Wiz, man. I want to know what happened. Like, whenever they say irreconcilable differences, what the fuck does that mean?
It's just, I don't want to be with you, you don't want to be with me. I don't think, or it could be some cheating, but, this is another weird thing. Wiz is so, like, in his own kind of world and has his own lane. I would believe he didn't fuck other chicks.
Yeah.
I really would, but most people, I do not believe that.
Yeah.
But I really would believe that shit.
Wiz Khalifa is the faithful type.
He just seems, he's just different, yo.
Just different.
But so maybe it's not that.
Even Amber seemed like she had settled down.
No, I didn't think Amber was out there. See, that's another thing about with these like bad chicks like her. Why are you gonna cheat for what? You only gonna cheat. First of all, you're only gonna cheat for you're not gonna cheat for sex.
You know what? I think
you're only gonna cheat for payback.
I think it's a publicity stunt.
Why?
I have no idea what the fuck either one of them is promoting right now.
Black Hollywood's already out.
Yeah, the reason I say that because they were always so happy. She just fucking did a twerk video when her album went #1.
See, that's the thing. If she's been putting a lot of pictures online that are looking pretty stellar, if I might say so myself.
Yeah.
Now, is that because she's not getting the love that she wants at home?
Nah, I just think that's who she is. She used to be a stripper. Therefore, she's an exhibitionist.
But she was never putting those pictures out back in the day. Like a year back?
Yeah, she might have slowed down, but she would always give you a little twerk video or a little something.
Then again, she had a kid, so maybe she's recovering from the kid. Maybe that's it.
I can't believe Wiz Khalifa and Amber. It's a lot of motherfuckers I would have bet on getting a divorce before Wiz and Amber.
Like?
Kim and Kanye.
Yeah.
But Kanye's not, they're not going nowhere. I think they're perfect for each other because the only thing bigger than Kim Kardashian's ass is Kanye's ego. Mm-hmm. They're never going anywhere. And I really think Kim Kardashian is tired of being a hoe. I think she's been ran through enough in her life that she's finally ready to settle down. And that's what I always say about hoes eventually do make the best housewives because they do get tired of hoeing after a while.
And I think they understand dudes. Like hoes have low expectations for dudes.
Hoes are just happy to be loved.
Dude, low expectations?
Yeah,
just happy to be loved?
Yeah.
Understanding guys are a piece of shit? Like, that's why they stay in relationships, because it's and I'll tell you this, my mom was, I think, 35 or something like that when she married my dad. Shit, I don't know.
That's a terrible segue.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think so, but who knows? Shit.
What?
Yeah, I fucked up on that. Talking about hoes, Miss Schultz.
My mom. What?
No, but she was 35 years old, so she had experienced a lot of shit. She probably had broken up with fucking bunch of dudes in her day. Dudes maybe been assholes. Dudes cheated, all this shit. By the time you're that age, you're like, if I meet a good guy, you know what? Fuck it.
I wouldn't want I would not want my woman to not be a hoe. I want a woman.
No, I don't want a hoe.
No, I'm not saying a hoe, but I want a little season on her. I want some Lowrys on her.
I was just about to say that.
I want her to. I want her to have been around the block a few times.
Put some cilantro.
That's all. I don't want to be your first dick, ma. And I don't want you, because I've been in this situation. I don't want you to have. Okay, I've dated a virgin.
Go.
This girl I used to date, nice girl. Father was a meteorologist. Her mother was the head of a bank.
You dated the bitch that her dad was on the fucking weather?
Yeah. Her dad was the guy when you used to call 76111 in South Carolina. He'd give you the time, temperature, and weather. Seriously.
Tomorrow, chance of showers.
Yes.
Yeah, on your daughter's face.
Yes.
That's what it's going to be.
But she in high school, I dated her from like her junior and her senior year. She was a virgin, right? Never would give me no pussy, but I was the first guy to eat her out.
Pubic hair?
She had no pubic hair. She was bald. She was the first guy to eat her out.
Shave
all that kind
her
of shit.
pussy to not fuck. Ain't that the weirdest fucking
It's hot in South Carolina. Fucking, you got to cool off.
All right, fair enough.
So we did everything. She give me head and all that shit. She goes off to college, meets some guy. She wants to get a guy to pussy. So she comes home, gives me the motherfucking pussy, lets me take her virginity, only so she can go out and fuck this dude. I have no idea. And she used to tell me, I don't want you to be the only guy I fuck. So I'm like, hold up. We've been together 2 years already. And you've already come to the conclusion that you don't want me to be the only guy you've ever fucked. So I'm supposed to let you go out, sow your wild oats, and then come back and be my girl? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not the way this shit works. So therefore,
you want to know what that was?
What?
That skin bridge. She goes, I need to see if any other guys got that Klingon dick.
I actually had got my skin bridge clipped when I was with her.
While you were with her?
Yeah, while I was in a relationship with her. So she did see the skin bridge. And then she saw it without the skin bridge. So it was like 2 weeks where I had to stitch it in. But the moral of the story is you want a girl who's been around the block a few times. So it's no curiosity. You know that saying, curiosity killed the cat? Yeah. The cat they talking about is pussy. Okay? When a girl is fucking curious about some shit, she's going to go out there and fuck other guys. So Jessica Simpson is another example.
Yeah, you're right.
She was with Nick Lachey, fucking virgin. Went out, started hoeing.
Yeah.
Before she fucking settled down. You want a girl that's been through some shit, man. That's why Kim Kardashian is a good girl.
Yeah, been through some shit. I don't want her to have been with a lot of dudes. But
I want her to have
No,
fun.
I don't want to have a lot of dudes. I don't want to have the high body count, but I do want her to have been like in a relationship to set the standards really low.
Like what?
For me.
Explain.
Like not abuse and shit, but like just maybe a couple relationships where the guy that wasn't very affectionate, or the guy was real shitty, a guy was all this other shit, and all of a sudden I come around, I'm saying I love you, and I'm picking her up, and she's like, wait a minute, you remember to my birthday? And I'm like, of course I remember your birthday. She's like, oh my God, I love you.
Okay, I
my
love
last
that.
boyfriend didn't think I had a birthday.
I love that, but I want her to have a couple of experiences. I want her to have that, but I also want her to have a guy that she really was into, like a good guy. You know how all girls got that one guy where they be like, he was so good to me. He used to do this and do that. Well, why you not with him? I don't know, girl. I don't know why we not together. You know, it just didn't work out. I want her to have that. So she's had both experiences, so she knows I'm a good guy. You don't want to be the guy that's the one-eyed guy in the land of the blind. Of course, he's going to be fucking king. I want her to have had a good experience and a bad experience, and let me be the great experience.
Yeah, but you don't want someone with a better experience than you, because then you're being compared.
That's what that's why I said good.
Oh, you want good
bad,
medium, and
you're
great. You're the venti.
There you go.
Okay.
The top fucking dog.
You're the top dog. Okay.
Creme de la creme.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I could take anything below me. I'm just saying I want everybody that you've been with before me to be worse than me, so that when you're with me, you're like, oh my God, how lucky am I?
But that's what a woman is supposed to do for you too, though. You're supposed to have been in enough relationships, shitty, good, decent, whatever, to when you get with her, you're like, yo, this is the one. This is the Neo, dog.
Hey, man, that's what the thing with my girl, you know, she's very loving. You know what I mean? I remember I was with this one girl who she used to kick her dog. And I remember, like, she had this little innocent ass dog, and when the dog would bark, she would go and kick it.
So you can't fuck with no girl like that.
And like, I would think about, like, man, can I be with this? Like, what would she do with our kids? She's just gonna fucking Adrian Peterson our fucking kids
fucking
and shit.
Dog kicker.
Dude,
He punting the dog for a bitch.
Punting the fuck like it was in that movie. What was the shit with Will Ferrell where he kicks the dog over the fucking the biker does
remember.
that.
Black Hogs?
Anchorman. Yeah, where Anchorman. He just fucking.
The fuck is Black Hogs?
No, you're thinking about the motorcycle,
Wild
the
Hogs.
old Wild Hogs,
Some
and the old
stupid
men,
shit,
Martin
yeah.
Lawrence and shit. Anyway, this chick was just vicious to the dog, and I was like, if you can't care for a fucking dog, there's no way you would care for a human being, you know. So I'm a sucker for caring. That's something that I don't like girls who try to be tough. Stop trying to be this. You don't care. You're unaffected by the world. You could just fuck whoever, and you don't have emotions. We are not attracted to that.
No, and then we know it's a front.
And even if it isn't a front, why would I want to be with you if you don't have feelings? I don't have feelings.
And you don't want to.
One of us needs feelings.
Any girl that, first of all, if Tupac's her favorite rapper, and she refers to Tupac and calls herself the female Tupac, don't fuck with her. All right, I don't want no tough bitch like that. All right, even guy, because you know what, you're taking all the bad parts of Tupac. Tupac was a sensitive, emotional motherfucker.
That's what's up. You don't want that thug life blowjob.
Hell no. What the fuck I want to go to bed with thug life for? You throwing up your goddamn
jerking your dick off with gang signs.
Fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. So the moral of the story is, yes, to me, hoes make the best housewives. I want a girl that has been around the block just enough, but I don't want your pussy looking like goddamn Hope Solo shit. Once your pussy look like
Hope Solos is fucked up?
Did you see Hope Solo's pussy?
No.
Hold, let me pull up a goddamn picture of Hope Solo's pussy. You didn't see
Why?
those
What
celebrity
happened?
nudes?
No, not hers. I saw Megan Good and her
Man,
dark
let me tell you
ass
something, man.
fucking dipped it in fondue nipples.
Hope Solo's pussy looks like a goddamn wormhole that you can travel through to get to other dimensions. Hold on.
Really?
Man.
You know what? That's probably why she beat up her sister-in-law and her sister-in-law's son. Did you hear about that?
She did what?
Hope Solo.
I know she fucked somebody up, but I didn't know
She
what
fucked
did.
up her sister-in-law and her sister-in-law's son, 17-year-old son.
You would too if your vagina looked like that.
Oh my God.
God damn. Yo, that shit look like she should have teeth. Ah.
Oh my God.
There's no hope for Hope Solo's pussy.
Holy shit.
That shit is fucked up.
I'm gonna keep it real. That looks like there's a couple pussies on top of each other.
Oh,
dude. Oh my God.
There's nothing in a pharmacy that can help that shit.
No, what is the top doing?
Monostat 7, vaginal rejuvenation, nothing.
You need to start from the beginning. I think you need to go to the doctor and be like, listen, you got to take this pussy off.
That shit needs
and then
home
you need
improvement.
to cut me a new pussy. It looks like someone took a hatchet to it. It looks like, you know when you chop a tree down, how you got to chop at the bottom and then chop at the top?
Listen,
that's what it looks like they did just to her legs.
You ever went to Arby's and ordered a roast beef sandwich with mad extra meat?
Yes.
Cut that goddamn
Actually,
sandwich
no, but
in
I know
half,
what you're talking about.
and it looks just like that.
Oh my fucking God. This is just I wish everybody could see what this looks like. And it's like a little bit wet.
Everybody's seen that.
You know what it looks like? It looks like, you ever seen beavers make a dam? That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody, like they're trying to dam up a river. That's what just no rhyme or reason to the lips.
Off my phone. Let me take it, please.
God.
That's disgusting.
Holy shit. And her face is too confident. Her face is like...
How would you... First of all, you should never take a picture if your pussy looks like that.
Yo, she's taking this picture like, yo, he's about to love this pussy. Look at all the labia right here.
She probably was thinking, he ain't never seen no shit like this.
And you know what?
You're right.
She was right.
You're absolutely goddamn right.
Goofy ass alien pussy. You know what the pussy looks like? Have you ever seen Assassin's Creed, the hood that he got on?
Absolutely.
That's what her pussy looks like.
And then the bad part, doesn't she play soccer or some shit?
Yeah,
that shit looks like a fucking goal. Like no, there's not a goalie alive that could keep a soccer ball from going in this big ass disgusting pussy of yours. Hope so.
Wow, it does look like a goal.
Disgusting.
All right. That being said, holy shit. That being said,
time for another ad, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Okay, where you watch your shows on your schedule, because Hulu Plus has all the current season episodes of your favorite shows. Now, I came to a conclusion last night. I was up, and it was 9 o'clock. I'm tired as fuck. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes on. It was the season premiere of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm sitting there watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and you know how when you're tired, you're not really into a show, so you're going to sleep and shit. And then I realized, I woke up, I said, why the fuck am I sitting down here fighting sleep when I got Hulu Plus? And I can watch my shows anytime, anywhere. Because Hulu Plus works on pretty much any streaming device, okay? Your laptop, your desktop, iPad, Xbox, Apple TV, you name it. So whether you're on your way to work, pretending to study in the library, acting like you're taking notes in class, for $7.99 a month, you're going to watch what you want when you want, okay?
That's beautiful, man.
Hulu Plus is just $7.99 a month, but right now the Brilliant Idiots have a 2-week free trial going on. Just go to huluplus.com/idiots to sign up.
All right. But if you go to the site, don't be an idiot and just sign up. Make sure to use huluplus.com/idiots so you get that free trial. That's right. Another free thing that we're giving you guys. And remember, Hulu Plus isn't just current season, okay? We got shows like The Colbert Report, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Family Guy. It's also classic shows like American Dad, South Park, and The Good Wife, Everybody Loves Chris, and even The Cosby Show.
So to check all that out and more, get your free trial today at huluplus.com/idiots. All right? Back to the show. I know one thing, man.
Go.
If this rumor is true that Nick Cannon and Amber Rose are dating, Wiz Khalifa got to catch Nick Cannon's fade.
Wait a minute. What rumor?
It's just a rumor online that Wiz. Well,
Did you make that up yourself?
No, seriously. They say Nick is managing Amber, but now they're saying that Nick and Amber are dating.
Well, that's true about management because she said that. She's like she's the newest person on
Incredible,
which is his management. And wow,
Wiz, you gotta swing on Nick.
Wiz, I can't believe Nick stole Wiz's girl.
No, come on, we don't know. Hold on, let me get some water. We don't know if that's true. That's just a rumor. Salute to Nick Cannon though. When I was in Vegas over the weekend at the iHeartRadio Music Festival, Nick was there. He actually bought out G-Unit, but I was impressed to find out Nick Cannon can actually DJ, dog.
Really?
Yes. You know how you see a lot of these celebrity DJs, you think that they're just in front of the Serato playing some records and shit.
I have no respect for DJs, so yeah.
Why you have no respect for DJs?
I just don't get it. You just press play. It does all the work for you.
That's the new age DJs. You got these guys that can really scratch, can really mix, can really
that
blend.
shit's cool. But the new stuff where it syncs it already for you. There's a button that you press. It syncs it, and then the thing is that get out of here, man.
But you still got to have an ear for music to know what to play. Nick Cannon.
The hard part is done by the DJ, by the musician.
Yeah, but you still got to know what to play and when to play it.
Just look at the top 40, see what songs are on it, and then play those fucking songs.
It's not that easy.
Let me ask you a question: Are they playing any song that we haven't heard of?
Absolutely, and
That's what
makes Nick Cannon. That what made him so good to me.
What he played that you hadn't heard before?
He went from playing EDM records, to hardcore hip hop, and you got to know what to play. Okay. Like then he went into.
Let me guess, all those songs were probably popular.
Nah, not really. He played stuff that we hadn't heard in a long time. Then he played.
But you heard it. My point is the work is done.
You have to know your crowd and know what to play and when to play it. Put it like this: you're in Las Vegas. You're looking at this crowd. You're Nick Cannon. It's mad white people, mad Spanish people, older people, black people. You're like, damn, who the fuck do I play for? That's what some DJs do. Some DJs will focus on one group of people and play for them all night. He had the whole club rocking. He was playing just the right records that everybody knew. Look, like black, white, you're singing Fireworks.
I got you.
Shmoney Dance, you enough people know the Shmoney Dance. Not everybody goes to Shmoney Dance. BBD Poison, whole club knows Poison.
I like that and I respect it. Okay, but giving credit to a DJ is like giving credit to someone who curates a museum. Okay?
Definitely.
You just put some fucking Van Goghs in there. We're going to like the thing. Van Gogh did all the work. Monet did all the work. Picasso did all the work. You're not doing anything. You're just hanging a fucking painting on a wall.
Lighting is very important too, but I don't know if I can't compare lighting to being a DJ. You know why? Because I've heard some terrible DJs.
Agreed.
I've seen some DJs who, whether you got the laptop, vinyl, they can clear a room.
If you're a bad DJ, kill yourself because the hard work is done. Just play the fucking hits. Play Michael Jackson.
It's not that easy,
Put the fucking song on.
It's not that easy.
It can't be that hard.
It is that hard.
I'm going to learn how to DJ just so I can prove to myself it's that fucking easy.
You haven't even learned how to do the heart surgery you said that you said was so fucking easy.
Let me tell you something. I still don't think the heart surgery is that easy. Look, there's 4 ventricles or whatever. You take the tube that's getting a little blocked, you put a fucking Q-tip through it, get the block out of there, and then you're good to go.
Let me tell y'all something, kids.
How about this? Don't eat so much red meat, and then we won't even need heart surgery.
I want to tell you kids at home something.
Don't eat so much gluten, and then we won't need this kind of shit.
Let me tell you something. The attitude Andrew Schultz has is the attitude you should have. Because Andrew has totally erased his mind of can't. There is nothing Andrew Schultz thinks he can't do.
It's actually true.
Like, there's nothing. So, yes, I do co-sign that attitude, But let's be realistic here. Or maybe you shouldn't be realistic.
Fuck realistic.
Yeah, maybe you should dream that you can do any and everything.
Listen, if Nick Cannon was realistic, do you think that he'd be with Amber Rose?
I mean, Amber used to be a stripper dog.
But still,
let's be clear.
The only way Wiz could get Amber back is if he fucks Kanye. That's really the only way that you could do payback. You gotta smash Kanye out and then put the picture. Yo, you gotta be up in Yeezy. We them boys, ain't we? Huh? We them boys, ain't we?
Fuck yay! Listen, man, that is so funny. You know how you gonna know if Wiz is really over Amber? And this is how you. But Wiz, I want you to remember something, Wiz. If you ever hear this, right? Because I'm probably gonna tell you when I meet you when I see you again on the Breakfast Club. Your boys. They're going to say things to try to get you over Amber. They're going to roll up a lot of weed, and they're going to say shit like, yeah, dog, but she been a hoe, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she used to strip, dog. Like, come on, man. You know she fucked Reggie Bush, and she fucked this guy and that guy. Don't let them talk about her like that.
That's still your baby's mom.
Exactly. And that's how they always felt about her.
Oh.
Yes.
That's genius. You will find out how... That's what you will find out exactly how your boys feel about your girl when she becomes your ex.
And that's how they used to talk behind your back when you and Amber was together.
Yeah.
Watch those motherfuckers.
But you don't want them to come up to be like, yo, she was mad cool and she had the only fatty, and you'll probably never get anything better than that.
Yeah, you know it's fucked up because you want your boys to kind of talk shit. Or maybe you don't want your boys to do nothing. Just roll up.
Nah, you want your boys to co-sign what you say. If you're like, you know what, I could do better, you don't want them to be like, I mean, define better.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be like, they'd be like, damn, dog, word. I mean, Amber Rose, I mean, Beyonce's taken.
Yeah, you go through the ones that were left.
Rihanna ain't ready to settle down. Like, who can you really get with that motherfucker's gonna be like, all right, he upgraded.
I bet there's a Exes of Atlanta chick that's available.
Who can he upgrade from? No, seriously, all jokes aside, who could Wiz Khalifa upgrade from? Because he was overachieving like a motherfucker, dog.
You know, you got to do actress. And, you know, he's still young. That's the thing. Wiz is he's fucking, what, 25 years old?
Yeah.
You could get Ariana Grande when she turns 17.
Nah, that's Big Sean. Big Sean's dicking her down. I seen it for myself this weekend at iHeartRadio Music Festival.
You saw him smash?
I didn't see him fuck, but they together, dog.
She's so young and she's so tiny and
Sean
young.
didn't perform. Sean didn't come out at the award show. Sean didn't even know I saw him. I just saw him and Ariana holding hands backstage. I'm like, wow. You know who else dating? Chris Martin and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that. I saw them together at iHeartRadio this weekend too. I'm like, wow.
And what was it like seeing her after you seen that Nature box?
She's beautiful, man. Like all those pictures we saw her naked were clearly before she got the fuck on. She was a little bum ass chick in Kentucky somewhere, trying to make her mark. Jennifer's beautiful, dog.
Do you think when Hope Solo sees her vagina, she goes, the fuck is wrong with her vagina? Why ain't shit hanging out of it all weird?
Yeah. Why the fuck is your
why does she
interior
have an
lining
octopus's arms dangling out of the fucking
Hope Solo, you need to
pussy?
think about why your interior lining is coming out your goddamn pussy. Okay?
I want to know who fucked Hope Solo earlier.
Who busted it wide open?
Because that shit, Wax, where were you, Wax? Wax, where the fuck were you that you destroyed Hope Solo's pussy like that? That is wrong.
Did I tell you about how Wax scared the fuck out of an Uber driver? Did I tell you this story?
No,
Did I tell you how I got $200 free credit of Uber?
Wait a minute. If you're telling me an Uber didn't stop for you,
listen to me.
That's the sketch I wanted to do.
I called Uber, right? From the airport. I forgot where he was coming from.
All right.
A couple weeks ago. This happened a couple weeks ago. So we get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
The car drops me off first. Then the car goes to drop Wax off. It's late as fuck. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we live in the hood either, by the way.
Yeah.
Wax's street is kind of sketchy just because it's dark as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So Wax calls me like 10 minutes later, because we live literally right by each other. Calls me 10 minutes later. Yo, call this motherfucker, yo. Call this motherfucking Uber driver, yo. Like, what the fuck happened with the Uber driver? This motherfucker threw my goddamn shit in the middle of the street. So I call the Uber driver. The Uber driver's not answering. I'm asking Wax what the fuck happened. Wax said as soon as he steps out the truck, the Uber driver takes off. Phew! Just hauls ass. So I'm like, what the fuck did you do to the Uber driver? He said, I ain't do shit. The Uber driver takes his luggage, throws it in the middle of the street, drives off, throws his luggage in the middle of the street, and just hauls ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I send the fucking terrible email to the fucking Uber driver. People like, yo, I told him exactly what happened. This guy sped off, threw my dude's luggage in the truck outside in the street. This guy had no explanation as to why he did it. He just told Wax, You just gonna jump out the fucking truck like that? What the fuck you mean jump out the fucking truck? You pulled up in front of my house, I got out the fucking truck. I'm like, Wax, you must have said something to this guy. You did something to him. You might have been screaming on your baby mom on the phone. You did something to scare this fucking Uber driver, dog.
And what did Wax say he did?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I
don't believe it.
Listen, I don't know. All I know is they gave me $200.
Free Uber.
Free Uber.
Let me tell you something. If I was that driver, I would do the exact same thing if Wax was in the back. Let me tell you something. When you got out, I would look back like, hold on, he ain't coming out with
you. No, he did kind of look like that. He did kind of look like that, Joe.
Wax just said, you got $200 credit, why don't you tell me?
Listen, he did kind of look like that, though. When I was like, yo, I'm getting off, you're going to drop my dude off around the corner, he was like, excuse me, say what? Huh?
Wouldn't you?
Huh?
Wouldn't you?
Hey, man, it has been hard. I've seen, like, oh, this is some other funny shit. We in Vegas.
Yeah.
In front of the MGM Grand where we're staying.
Yeah.
The Signature Towers, where they have bellhops, valet people.
Okay.
Nice lighting, everything. Yeah. Beautiful place. Yeah. Clearly no sketchy people are staying here. Yeah. It's just me and Wax. Yeah. Cab driver pulls up, stops, looks at Wax, takes off. He's out. He's like, fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Hey, man, I'm sorry. It was not even late. Oh, all we wanted to do was go to In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, fuck. I just got my life back together. I can't be doing this shit.
Yo, man, I'm not fucking with this crazy looking guy here.
Fuck, Wax. Does it help, do you think, the fact that he has 2 baseball gloves hanging out of his back pocket, yet he's never played baseball before?
2 fucking baseball gloves.
He has 2 baseball gloves hanging out of his back pocket. Greg, can you take a video of his back pocket and just show people what, like, if you saw that, what do you think he does with that baseball glove? He's not playing baseball.
Fuck you got in the back. I heard about 5 people say to him this weekend, the fuck you got gloves for? You know what Wax answer is?
What is it? I don't know nothing.
I don't want to hurt my hand when I'm knocking a motherfucker out. He does not. So what the fuck you do? What do you think? What do you think people are going to think about that answer, Wax?
I don't understand why people think I'm violent.
The fuck you mean? I got gloves. What you think I'm going to knock a motherfucker out? You think I don't want to hurt my hand? I'm knocking a motherfucker out. I got racial profile twice this fucking weekend.
Listen,
could that happen at the fucking with the cab?
What else happened?
The other time happened. I went into the Warner Brothers Music had a room at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. iHeartRadio Music Festival. There's not a lot of urban artists there, dog. It's like Nicki Minaj performed, Usher, 50 Cent. All of those people to me have transcended urban music to me. So I walk in the Warner room to get a drink. This Asian girl, out of the blue, says to me, so why aren't you at the BET Hip Hop Awards this weekend? So I look at her and I go,
why aren't you at the Jackie Chan Shrine Memorial this weekend in China? The fuck?
I go, because I'm at the iHeartRadio Music Festival, motherfucker. I work here.
What'd she say?
And she goes, I'm just saying, that's where you're usually at. I'm like, now hold the fuck up, yo. Come to find out, I knew her, but forgot I knew her. She was actually my guy, Mike Kaiser's assistant.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. She's not just some random Asian
but
girl
it felt like I tweeted about it, like y'all just got racially profiled. This girl asked me why I'm not at the fucking BET Hip Hop Awards. But I felt relieved after.
That'd be real funny right after she's like, you always look, never buy.
Oh, man, you so fucking stupid. Okay, so atheists.
Oh, before atheists, I want to say, because I was away at Maine this weekend, I think there's something, I think we need to profile ourselves a little more.
Okay, why you say that?
Because, you know me, I'm from the city and shit. I don't know fucking shit about the country or whatever.
Yeah.
And so me and Sarah, we got into a little tiff, right? It's late as fucking night. We're in Maine, right?
Okay.
We get into this little tiff. I decide to take a stand as a man, right?
Okay.
And I go, I'm going to go and take a walk. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just stay here. Yeah, you know, like you walk out the house. I don't do this shit in New York. You know what I mean? But,
okay.
you know, whatever. So I go, I decide to take this fucking walk, right? I leave the house. As I'm starting to take this walk, I realize that it's the fucking forest. We're at a cottage, right? And I'm scared out of my fucking mind.
Okay.
Right? It's just fucking woods around me, whatever. I can't go back to the house because, you know, I just put my foot down and said I'm going for a walk.
Okay.
You know
what the fuck were y'all arguing about?
Some dumb shit. I don't even fucking know.
Looking at all them celebrity nudes and shit like that.
Nah,
Fuck you keep looking at Hope
it was
Soul's
some-
draggy pussy for?
No, it was some shit about, I forget exactly what it was, but it was, whatever. Nothing fucking big. No big deal.
Okay.
But I was just, I'm going to take a stand. I'm going to be a fucking man. I start walking down the street. I'm fucking frightened, right? I'm walking in the middle of the fucking, of the, you know, the street where the cars go, where the lines are, and I'm waving cars around me because in my mind, it's fucking Sasquatch that's in the woods.
Where the fuck are y'all at that there's lions?
Maine, bro.
There's lions in Maine?
Sasquatch.
Oh, I definitely believe in Sasquatch like a motherfucker.
So no, lanes.
I thought you didn't believe in Sasquatch.
I'm in the middle of the. I didn't until I was walking at night in fucking Maine, and I heard rustling in the bushes.
You saw Sasquatch?
Bro, I didn't see Sasquatch, but in my mind, it was fucking guaranteed there. But
I
I'm
believe
not
in that Bigfoot. I'm all about Bigfoot.
Oh
dog.
my god!
I
dude,
watched
was
Finding
so
Bigfoot like a
fucking
motherfucker.
Convinced.
I've been believing in Bigfoot since fucking elementary school. I've been reading books about Bigfoot.
Man, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but in the moment you start believing,
Yeah.
that's religion. That's God. Fuck, not religion. That's God right
So
there.
God was in the bushes. Was it God or Sasquatch?
It was Sasquatch, in my opinion. But that being said, I can't go right back because we just got in a fight. I got to put my foot down. I can't walk back 2 seconds later.
So
like, you know
imagine
what?
if
You
your
were right.
fucking
I
pride
forgive
would
you.
have got you killed by Sasquatch.
That almost happened. Bro, it almost fucking. I'm texting fucking Akash freaked out of my fucking mind and shit like that. I literally thought I was gonna fucking die off of this shit.
How far did you walk?
I walked a good amount. I walked almost a mile. On the way back, it was very scary. I thought something was like
What
in the
time
bushes.
was it?
Walk. It was probably around 11:30.
Holy shit.
And it was the night that we had to put out the garbage. So all the garbage was out from all the different houses.
All the animals were out.
The animals are feeding, and I'm just there, fresh meat. Do you know what I mean? It was the scariest moment in my life. But I realized that moment when you're out there, there's no proof that there's no Sasquatch out there. But I don't need proof to fear something. That's God.
It's a great quote.
But do you understand what I'm saying right there?
Totally understand. It's a great quote, and I can't remember the exact quote, but the quote is basically, I've seen enough in this world to believe in what I haven't seen. You know what I'm saying?
Trust your feelings.
Why wouldn't I believe in Sasquatch? It's motherfucking monkeys out there that are 10 feet fucking tall with red hair and can do circus tricks. What the fuck?
I don't believe in Sasquatch, but
Why wouldn't you though?
Because I believe in evolution. I don't think you can believe in both.
It's a marsupial. Nobody ever said a Bigfoot was a man. It's a marsupial.
Sure, it's a marsupial, but if no
Monkeys
other
are marsupials.
but if no other marsupials exist in the area, I don't know. I don't really believe in Sasquatch. But when it comes to God, I'm watching this thing. There's this comedian who's had a special, right? And he's talking about religion and how stupid believing in God is, right? He's an atheist.
Okay.
And first of all, atheist.
Bill Maher's an atheist too.
I was raised with no religion. Right, I've never read the fucking Bible, never read the fucking Torah, never read the Quran, none of this shit. But I don't hate religion, and atheists annoy the fucking shit out of me.
Okay,
and I think that they annoy the shit out of me because I think they don't really believe that there's no God. I think that they're trying to convince themselves that there's no God. That's why they're always telling you, there's no God, there's no way it can possibly be. Like when these atheists talk about the Bible, right? They say, how do you take the Bible literally, right? But then all their arguments for why God doesn't exist are based on taking the Bible literally.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
The Bible, to me, I've never read the Bible. I just know some of the stories. The Bible is typical. Who wrote the Bible? Men.
Mad different people, yeah.
But men, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do men do when a story happens?
We fucking embellish it like a motherfucker.
We exaggerate the fucking shit out of it.
Listen, first of all,
Noah didn't have an ark. He had a boat. He brought a chicken on that shit. And then when someone told that story, that there was a chicken on the boat and the guy got no reaction, he said, all right, I need to spruce this shit up a
I
little
don't
bit.
know if Noah built the ark, but one of my greatest quotes that I created is, don't convince people to get on the ark. Just let them know that the fucking rain is coming. That's one of my great quotes that I invented. But I do know one thing. It's 2 stories in the Bible that I know I could tell right now, and motherfuckers would look at me and say, you are on absolute drugs.
I bet you I could find a convincing reason where that story came from.
If I told you right now that a snake came to me and spoke to me and told me to go eat the fruit off the tree because God doesn't want you to be great and he knows that if you eat this fruit, you'd be great. And then I ate this fruit and started running around butt ass naked, y'all would be like, Charlemagne is on bath salts.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What is another word for somebody who is a liar and will do things behind your back?
That's not what the Bible says.
What is another word?
Nope.
What is another word?
Bible
Let me ask you a question.
No, that
what is another word
that
for?
Don't count when it comes to
but
this.
what is another word for someone who is a liar and will do things behind your back?
A snake.
That's all I'm saying. This shit just comes. He calls him a snake. All of a sudden, in the story, he becomes a snake.
Back then?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
I don't believe that shit.
Absolutely. See, here's the thing. You're choosing not to believe it. I could literally argue any story that you want comes from some bit of reality. The whole point about the Bible, these stories, and I haven't read the Bible, so I don't know shit about it, but I'm imagining it's not about the facts in the fucking story. It's about the point of the story.
You know how you know it's no facts? Because it'll tell you things like Adam was the first man, Eve was the first woman. They had 2 kids, Cain and Abel, but then Cain kills Abel and goes off to find a wife. Where the fuck did the wife come from? If there was only 4 people on the motherfucking
it's just
planet.
A point.
And then I remember asking my mother this because I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, and I remember her showing me some book where it says they had a daughter. So therefore, once again, women never giving themselves equal amount of respect. Because you mean to tell me that the first daughter on this planet doesn't even get a mention in the Bible? Like she gets a mention in some other book. Like you had to go get a whole other book to tell me that they had a daughter. And you're saying that men were never perfect because Cain went to go fuck his sister.
Yeah.
Who's not even distraught that Abel's dead. She just giving up the pussy to her fucking brother. The fuck is this shit that y'all are teaching me? From day one, y'all are teaching me this stupid shit.
But that's the point. When you're taking it literally, you're not taking it for the stories that are there and what we can learn from the stories. You're going to get confused. But why are you doing this analysis of the fucking Bible like it's some CSI investigation? We're not trying to solve a crime here. You just take the points that you get from it.
Listen, another point about the Bible. I just missed my fucking train of thought. What's another point about? Well, this is another point about religion in general. Oh, this is my point. You know why a lot of people grow up not believing in God?
Why?
Because when kids are kids, you teach them about Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, God, Jesus. You teach them about all these entities. One by one, they find out, okay, Santa Claus isn't real. The Tooth Fairy isn't real. That's my mom and dad getting me presents, mom and dad putting money in my pillow. The Easter Bunny isn't real. So why should I continue to believe in God and Jesus? You taught me about all these entities and only to tell me that it's fantasy, but then turn around and tell me, nope, all of those are real all of those are fake except for God. It's easy to see why a kid can become an atheist.
Yeah, I could see that. I just think that when people become an atheist, and I was talking to Duval about this on the phone, he goes, have you ever met one of these people that's happy?
Very true. All atheists. No, Bill Maher look happy as a motherfucker.
Bill Maher looks like a miserable motherfucker.
You think so?
Do you ever see? He just looks miserable.
This is my thing with atheists.
He looks like he's 80 years old.
This is my thing with atheists. They can never give you a reason why they're atheists. If you ask them, why doesn't God exist? They'll be like, tell me how he does. They'll answer a question with a question.
Exactly.
Tell me how he does.
Tell me how he does. Tell me how he doesn't. It's. Here's my point. Here's my point of view. It's literally the Matrix, right? You saw the Matrix,
Absolutely.
right? Knowing what you know now about the Matrix, would you have taken the blue pill or the red pill?
I would want to know what's going on.
I don't want to.
I do.
I would take happiness over the misery and eating fucking that oatmeal slop that he had.
The reason I would want to know. The reason I would want to know what's going on is because it's not going to change my views of me. No matter what is going on around me, no matter what secrets of the world I learn, I still know that it is certain things, a certain attitude I must have in order to achieve what I want to achieve. It's not going to change my attitude.
It might not change your attitude, but look at the situation you got to live in now. You got to be on a fucking ship with an ugly ass chick with the dude's haircut, and that's all you get to fuck, and the food sucks, and you might not be Neo. You might find out what happens, and you just some regular ass driver of the ship.
That's fine.
I think that you're going to be a lot more miserable doing that than being Charlemagne the God. Look, I'm not saying you got to believe in religion. I'm not saying you got to believe in that, but I think that we're wired for belief. I think that's what happens. Like when people, use drugs and all of a sudden they find Alcoholics Anonymous, and the idea there is there's a higher power, right? We're wired for higher power. Every group of people that has been here since the beginning of time has believed in something.
How can you not?
It doesn't.
There's just certain things human beings can't do. And if we believe in,
I'm not talking
believe in evolution, right?
But I'm not talking about. Believing in stuff to decide. Believing in stuff for rationale. I'm not talking about, oh, the tide rises. Okay, I need to believe in a God to make that rise. I'm just talking about the idea of believing that there's something out of your control, so you believe.
But
right?
you know why we believe that? We believe that because we see that it is a food chain. There is evolution. Human beings, we have domain over this earth. So who has domain over us? It has to be something greater than human. It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it superhuman. I don't know if motherfuckers really are running around here like mutants and they're just fucking hiding themselves.
I don't. You know what I think it is? I think it was set up a long time ago. You know, I think
who set it up?
Exactly, but I think what happens is I don't believe in this God that like literally sees things that you're doing and sees things that I'm doing and sees things that Chris is doing and goes, oh, he's gonna get a present today. He's gonna get killed for what he did. Like, I don't believe in that idea of God. I do believe in a system being put out in place, evolution, right? That is the most complex system in the world, right?
Okay.
It's put in place for us, right?
Okay.
To reward the good shit we do and then punish the bad shit we do. For example, like you said, be a pleasure to work with.
But that's the whole theory of God.
But exactly. So it's not God going in the moment, hey, he's been a pleasure to work with. I'm gonna give him some bonus points. He's gonna get some extra credit because he's a pleasure. But it's putting in a system where it's like, oh, if you're a good person and people like you because you treat them well, all of a sudden they'll want to give you opportunities. And now you get these blessings, but the system was put in place millions of fucking years ago.
The system, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says, this is the truth to the matter.
Yeah.
The system ain't hard to figure out. Like, it really is about good and evil.
It's natural.
It's really about right and wrong.
It's already inside you.
In you.
Yeah.
Like you have an innate ability in you that lets you know when you're doing something right, when you're doing something wrong, when you're doing something good, when you're doing something evil.
Yeah.
You can't spell good without God, and you can't spell devil without evil. That's just the way of the world.
Sure.
There's good people, there's evil people. That's one of the reasons I don't believe in, like, racism. For me, racism is just a form of evil.
Yo,
You're just an evil person.
Real talk. When you're being homophobic, I don't care how religious you're
You're evil.
There's no part of you inside that feels good about that.
You're evil.
There's no part of you that feels
evil.
good. So it's like, okay, and maybe you think that your religion says that. I don't really think it does. I think it's a misinterpretation. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that doesn't take away from the fact that there are good things that come from religion. Is just reinstating the stuff that we already feel.
And listen, you can classify it however you want. You can say, okay,
some people need that shit, by the way.
Absolutely. You can say, oh, this is racism. Oh, this is homophobia, whatever. It's all just a form of evil. Whenever you hate somebody for who and what they are, that's just evil.
Yeah. And you
Period.
feel it. Don't act like you don't fucking feel it.
And the worst people are the people who use religion to fucking justify their evil. That's the worst. Those are the motherfuckers we got to get rid of. Those are the motherfuckers that need to get pressure washed. Those are the motherfuckers that, you know, they used to say, Charlemagne, start building an ark. I'm about to make this motherfucker flood and get rid of some of these people. I wonder why God doesn't do that. That's the only...
Because the system is set up in place already. He's not here to just pinpoint, or she or whatever it is not here, in my opinion, it's not here to just pinpoint and do this, all this shit. It's a system that's set up already. You know, it's a business. It's a radio show. It's whatever it is. It's the city streets.
Yeah.
For example, you know the miles per hour to go on the city streets. If you go 60 miles per hour, you could T-bone somebody.
Listen,
so he's out there like, yo, I put the miles per hour, B.
I tell people all the time, if you cannot obey the laws of the land you live under, then you cannot obey the laws of God.
Right there.
You can't.
It's there. Hey, don't kill people. Oh, you're killing people. Now you're in jail for the rest of your life. Well, hey, we got a system.
Listen, that fear of God scares me more than anything. And the
but
reason,
it's good to be.
Like,
I don't want to be around people who don't fear that shit.
Like, you know how when they always say things like, you are who you are when you're by yourself, or when nobody can see you.
Yeah.
I always feel like God's watching me. That's why I move the way I move. I do the things that I do. I don't feel like I'm sneaking around. Like, it's certain shit. Like, okay, God, I know you seeing me, but hey, I gotta jack off. Right? I mean,
here's the thing. I don't feel like some person is watching me, but I do feel like I'm part of this system, and I do feel like when I'm going too fast, some shit could happen if I'm going too fast. Yeah,
God's system of things.
That's my point.
Yeah.
No, that's my point. Is I do feel like this system has been put in place. Now, if you want to think God is some guy, if you want to think God is a Buddha, if you want to think God is, you know, fucking is Jesus, whoever you want to think God is, that's cool. But we all have this internal thing that we feel when we know right from wrong.
Absolutely. We need to invite an atheist on the show.
Agreed.
We need an atheist. I want to sit down and have a conversation with an atheist, because I don't know how you don't believe in God. But that's all I've been taught. Like, my mother was a Jehovah's Witness.
But they don't believe.
My grandmother was a Baptist.
Yeah.
Father was a Jehovah's Witness. I was raised studying Islam as well with my father. Like, I had a very heavy spiritual background. Now, I don't believe in religion, but I believe in spirituality.
See, here's the thing. okay, I'll go. Neither of my parents, I think, neither of my parents definitely believe in religion. That's for sure. My dad, I don't think he believes in God in the sense of he's this man like Jesus Christ or whatever. My dad is also like the most Christian human being ever in terms of like who he is. Not in terms of like he doesn't like gay people and that kind of shit, but like he's the most giving person, always will help anybody who's in need. Like he's just there. So he has something that's dictating him. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't call it God, but he still believes in being a good person.
Have you ever asked him?
Yeah. I've just talked about it. He's like, well, his rationale is, I don't know how I could believe in God when, you know, all these people are suffering and all these people are dying and the Holocaust and all these things that have happened.
That's true. I've heard that too. But then what about miracles? What about when people pull through? What about when people, you know, get rescued? What about things like that? And you know, that's the thing that some people, it bothers some people. They be like, what makes you better that God would answer your prayers and not mine? Hey, I don't know. I don't know.
He's not answering prayers. The system's put out. He tells you what you have to do to get rewarded for that shit. You know, be a good person. Take care of the people around you.
And you know what
I mean?
else? This is another
Karma
thing.
is real. People don't act like it's not real.
Too.
Karma's real.
I'm going to tell you another thing, right? When you talk about people who are evil, like, you know, adults that kill kids, even when you think about, you know, the Holocaust, whatever, slavery, this and that, how do we know that God is allowing this to happen because they're coming to a better place?
I don't think he's allowing.
How do we know? I'm not saying allowing, because he gives everybody free will. So you have the ability to submit to the God in you. You have the ability to submit to the devil in you. Some motherfuckers are just evil.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how do we know when they do die, God is not taking them to a better place? We don't know that.
That's true. We don't know that. We don't know it. I mean, that's the
and
reality.
Somebody in this room just yelled out, there is no better place. Have you ever been there and been back to tell me that place don't exist?
That's the reality of the matter.
I don't have time to believe
and here's the thing,
that heaven and hell don't exist.
This is what I don't like. What an asshole to live in a first world country like the United States of America, right? And tell people who grew up poor, who have no fucking food, and the one thing that they're hoping is if they're a good person, they get to go to heaven and get some pussy and actually eat something. How much of an asshole are we to tell them God that heaven doesn't exist?
And by
Let
heaven,
them believe that shit.
By heaven, they
That's
mean
all they got.
By heaven, Schultz means America.
Fuck, we living in heaven right now.
Listen,
this is amazing.
I always believed this growing up. I always believed that heaven is what you make it and hell is what you go through to get there. I believe that you have people who live a physical heaven. Physical heaven is LeBron James. He's in great shape. Great physical specimen, can run, he can jump, you know, no problems. Physical hell might be being in a wheelchair. Being paralyzed, being a vegetable. That's a physical hell. You know what I'm saying? Emotional heaven is making love to your wife. Emotional hell is walking in, seeing Nick Cannon fucking your goddamn wife. See what I did there, Wiz? All right? You know what I'm saying? Mental hell
to your song.
The We Them Boys.
We Them Boys is on.
All right? Black and yellow. Right?
About to turn this pussy black and yellow.
No, because Nick Cannon's black. His dick is black and Amber's pussy is yellow. Now listen. Okay. So, like, mental hell is, you know, not having your senses, or I don't want to say Alzheimer's, but like not having your senses and not being all the way there. But mental heaven is having a great IQ. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Being super smart. Like, I believe that heaven and hell are conditions. I truly believe that. I don't know if they're necessarily places that we go when we die, but I do want to think that it is something better after this. I have to believe that.
So, and that's not hurting you to believe that. If you do good in your life because you want to get there, that's fine. I have a problem when you want to blow up a fucking building because you think you're going to go to heaven and get 72 virgins. Yeah. That I have an issue with.
That's ridiculous.
You know, because you're basically manipulating people who are suffering.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
That's all that is.
Yeah, that jihad shit can kiss my ass. Like, I don't believe that you can harm somebody to get a blessing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, agreed.
You're not going to go kill 100 kids and, hey, I'm going to get blessed. Why would you? What entity would bless you for that shit?
Yeah, you can't. You're not going to get blessings by by sinning. You know, and that's just a manipulation of it. And there are going to be manipulations of it. But I don't know. I just can't knock people. It's just so easy. It's become so commonplace to like knock, you know, God and shit. It's like, let's redefine God, man.
I mean, listen, you know what GOD is an acronym for? Gain your own definition. That's the truth to the matter. It's an acronym for gain your own definition. So you have to come to a conclusion. What is your definition of a higher power? Because I don't care what nobody says. There is a higher power. Until you can...
Hey, if that higher power tells you not to beat your wife, shit, okay. Some people need assistance. Some
need
people
assistance, man.
need like. Let me ask you: do you want to
People need
date?
assistance.
You want to date an atheist chick who literally
Absolutely not.
thinks that there's no reason for her to do good because there's no reward for that shit whatsoever?
Absolutely not.
And then all of a sudden she fucks you because, oh, there's a dick. That dick looks good, and we're just a bunch of molecules here. So what does it matter if I just swallow that fucking
yeah,
dick?
but it's the law of energy. Karma shows you that what you put out, you get back.
Yeah, but they don't believe in that
you
shit.
show me one person that's a dick, like a real live dick, that's blessed.
I can guarantee there's a lot of them.
No, we
Yes.
might, the things we may think are blessings, they might have cancer on the low. They might have a mother. They dick might not get hard.
Sure.
Like, who the fuck knows what could be wrong with this person? This person might cry himself to sleep every
Sure.
night. We don't know what people go through.
Sure.
We have no idea what people go through, yo. So, yeah, I definitely believe in God. I don't knock atheists for what they don't believe. I just know what I believe.
I do. I just don't get it. And here it is. If you don't want to believe in God, this is what I was tweeting the other day. If you don't want to believe in God, that's your prerogative. But why do you need to share that with other people? Just like when people do believe in God, if you do want to believe in God, that's your prerogative. But you don't need to convince other people. Let God be your own shit.
Man, I got up in a conversation.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
feel
that,
you.
like God should be, your relationship with God should be your own.
Yeah, I
fucking
don't care
thing.
what you think. I don't care
Don't
what I don't care.
convince me
I
to
don't
think
care
about
if
it
you
or
believe,
not.
I don't care if you believe in what I believe. I don't
Exactly.
care if you believe. I don't care if you're upset that I believe in God. I can give a shit. I met this lady this weekend. Her name is Delilah. Delilah is a legendary radio personality. She does a Quiet Storm all across the country for iHeartMedia, and I didn't even know who she was. I was having a conversation with her because I saw a woman that looked just like her, and I was like, yo, that had either was your sister or your daughter, because y'all look just like. She was like, oh, that's my daughter, and I was like, oh, I got a daughter too. So we started having a conversation about how we don't want our daughter to suck dick too soon. You know what I'm saying? But well, I brought it up, and that's what brought it up.
I
the conversation.
think I got that.
Yeah. So
I don't think
we all know
she's
eventually.
gonna bring that up to you.
We all know eventually our daughters are going to suck dick. We just don't want them to suck dick too soon.
Yeah.
So we ended up having a conversation. Yo, all she kept talking about was God, 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 God. And I said to her, I said, yo, I've never met someone in this business, the radio business, who talks about God as much as you do. And I was like, that's very refreshing. This lady has adopted 10 kids, had 3 of her own. One of her kids just died of sickle cell. But she goes to these places like Ghana and Haiti, and she feels like God moves her to adopt these certain kids. She don't even know their stories. Like, she was telling me she was walking in a village one day, and like a hand reached out and grabbed her finger, and she was like, I'm gonna adopt this kid. So she adopted the kid, but these kids have these tragic backstories.
Sure.
Like, this one girl got raped by her grandfather, and the grandfather gave her HIV. Like these kids have these tragic stories. So she's literally saving these kids. So to me, I'm looking at her like, yo, she's an angel. Like, she's a real live walking angel amongst us.
See, I don't look at her. I don't look at someone
I
like
absolutely do.
that. No, you know what? I look at her as an example, not an angel.
An example of an angel. Why can't it be an example of an angel?
Because angel to me puts out this image like you can't be that.
Why not?
Because an angel is something that's different than a human being. An angel is this creature, is this religious figure. A person is just a person. If I see her, I'm not going to make her something that I can't aspire to be. I'm going to make her an example of a human who goes, you know what? She's going to do well. She's going to take care of other people, and that's a good
if that's
thing.
the case, then you can never say someone is a demon, which we say all the time. Oh, that motherfucker's possessed. He's demonic.
I don't say that.
He's evil. I believe that some people can be angels, some people can be demons, man. Some people can be God, some people can be Satan.
Sure.
When I look at somebody like her, she's doing angel-like things. She's really
Absolutely.
like to those little kids that are being adopted from Ghana and Africa that she has taken in and brought to America and raised. That's their angel.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Like, think about that. Like, she took these little kids out of terrible situations.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And if religion is the inspiration for that, that's great. I think people will knock the idea of religion because a lot of times it's the inspiration for fucked up shit.
I think people knock the idea of religion because they're afraid that they can't live up to the standards that religion puts out.
Is that why you knock religion?
Nah, I knock religion because I think that religion causes a lot of confusion. Like, I don't think that it's 5 or 6 different gods. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one God that created us all, and he created us all equally. I don't believe that your God is better than mine. Like, a Christian can't say that theirs is better than being a Baptist. Like that's like a gang. Like that's some organization type stuff. Like God, that's not what God wants.
Sure.
It's no unity. Like
Sure.
like God is supposed to bring people together. God is not supposed to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like God is not supposed to separate people. Like that's the one thing that all of us should believe in. Like, yes, we all do have a higher power. Yes, he is my father. So yes, that does make all of us brothers and sisters. That's how I feel. So I don't believe in religion because I just feel like it causes confusion. I really feel that way. I don't feel like God is better than anyone. I don't, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha.
Or like when people do this shit where they're like, what is it? Like Jesus wasn't white or this. Like, what the fuck does it matter?
Does it matter? It really does not matter.
First of all, if Jesus is any race and he's looking out for a race, it's probably white people.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, white people doing pretty well. So if I don't think God has a race or Jesus has a race, but if you just want to go off of just sheer doing well in life, probably he's probably white.
You know, it's funny that I sent you a link the other day to watch this video, and it's this video, and it was white people's message to black people, and the guy was saying that they implemented the belief of God in us because they know that we would believe in him more than we believe in ourselves. So no matter what happened to us here in America, we would always say things like, God has a plan for us, God is on our side, God is with me, instead of actually taking personal responsibility and getting up and going to actually fight for something, going out and taking what's ours. Meanwhile, white people don't believe in God, so they are forced to rely on their own merit to make things happen. I think it's a crock of BS, but hey,
yeah,
whatever.
me too. I don't believe in it.
I don't know.
No, I don't believe it. I just think that people have, you tend to reach for a higher power. You tend to reach for explanations for stuff. And I think there's comfort that comes from that. And I don't want to knock somebody who gets comfort from that. I don't think that makes that person an idiot.
I agree. Well, speaking of idiots, let's do some Asking Idiots. Okay,
brilliant.
Charlotte at Stop It Shaw says, will there ever be a live taping of the Brilliant Idiots podcast in Cleveland? Yes, there will be, because Cleveland is no longer a third world country. It's safe to come back to Cleveland now that LeBron James has returned. Y'all have
let me ask you a question.
Y'all have Kevin Love now.
Is there ISIS in Cleveland?
It was.
There was ISIS in Cleveland,
but ISIS moved out once LeBron came back.
LeBron kicked the ISIS out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, since Cleveland is a fly zone now and it's safe for normal people to come back to, yes, we'll be in Cleveland. What do you think of Amber divorcing Wiz? Just listen to this podcast. You'll hear a lot of that. Let me see who else we got here.
Okay. This Hope Solo thing. We've okay, what do you think of the tri-breasted chick? Did you see that girl?
Yes, I did. She actually did that because she said she wanted to look unattractive to men. First of all, young lady,
you were doing just fine with 2 titties.
Yes, but having 3 it actually kind of makes you more appealing because everybody wants to fuck the
girl
who
with
had
3 titties.
Telling your homeboy like, yeah, I want to fuck that girl who got 3 titties, yo. I fucked the chick that got 3 breasts.
Yeah, I titty fucked her. Which side?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, dude. I first of all, I heard that was fake. I think it's fake because the skin, you would see scars from the skin graft, like to create the titty right there. Because there's no skin, right? You need skin. You need stretchy skin to put the implant in. So where is that skin coming from? They said that came from her stomach. I don't see any scars on her stomach. And second of all, just stop it. That's what girls in Pittsburgh look like. By the way,
I heard it was fake though.
That's what I just said. Did you listen to what I just said? Or?
No, I'm saying I heard the whole shit was fake.
Yeah.
Like, the whole story is bullshit.
Yeah, she made it up. The girl made it up.
Well, that's a dumbass story. That's a dumb way to motherfucking try to get hot.
What else we got here?
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, somebody wants to know, Schultz, do you feel like you come up with reasons, excuses for racist actions by people of authority?
Do I come up with reasons and excuses?
Yes, would like to know if you come up with reasons, excuses for racist actions by people of authority.
I come up with reasons and excuses for any action that hopefully is different than what everybody else is thinking. So, like, my brain just doesn't work like that. Like, I'm almost jealous. And tell me what you think about this. Is like I'm envious of these people that can just hate the people that everybody hates.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, these people,
Yeah.
like when George Bush was president and everybody's like, all these comics had these jokes about how George Bush is stupid. Like, when everybody's feeling a certain way, it's in my blood to go, I'm going to find a different way. If everybody's hating on religion, I'm going to find a way why religion is okay. If everybody's hating on Hope Solo for beating up her her step sister and her stepsister's son, I'm going to find a reason why it was okay that happened. Like, that's just... No, that's just how my brain works.
No, I understand that, but my brain works like I'm gonna just always say what I feel is right. That's all. Like, I'm not gonna try to justify some bullshit just to justify it, because you're doing the same thing that they're doing. Everybody wants to ride with the popular opinion because it's popular,
and I'm the opposite.
But that's no,
because I don't think the world is that easy. Like, anytime some shit...
It is.
No, it isn't.
It's really cut and dry.
No, you know what? Like, for example, when we spoke about this last week, but when that fucking dumb actress chick from Django was saying that she was racially profiled by the cops for kissing her white boyfriend on the street, immediately my brain went to, there's something else going on.
I mean, you're objective.
There's
but I'm not going.
But that's my point.
It's cool to be objective, but I'm not going to make up some shit just to be against it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't make up shit. I have to agree with it. But my point is, there's always something more to the situation, and I'm gonna find out what that more is. So sometimes it looks like I'm justifying some racist shit. Sometimes it looks like I'm justifying some prejudice shit. But in my head, I'm always thinking, like, for example, you know, there was this big climate conference recently in New York City. 500,000 people protested, right? And Leonardo DiCaprio was the one that spoke on it, right? Which I think is great. You know, he's trying to help the environment, this, that, the other. But deep down, I know this motherfucker probably took a private jet to New York, and the carbon footprint of a private jet is like just dumping every time you take a jet, you might as well just not recycle for the rest of your life. Like, that's how bad that is for the environment. So deep down, that's where my brain goes. Everybody else is going to go with the whole, oh, that's great, and let's help the environment, and let's do this, which I believe, but I got some shit in me. I don't know what it is. I'm going to think about something different. You know, Emma Watson gave that speech to the UN about, I didn't listen to the whole shit, but I was getting all this shit online about it. Emma Watson, Hermione, gave this speech.
That's one thing you have to stop doing. You have to stop coming to conclusions about shit that you ain't even listening to.
That's what I do.
You do
best.
that a lot. That's stupid as fuck.
I know, it's stupid.
You got to stop doing that. Like, you have to stop coming to conclusions.
But didn't I have
shit.
a point?
No.
I didn't have a point about that shit.
No, you didn't.
Come on.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you rather hear...
Tell them the story.
Okay, so basically Emma Watson gave this speech about, you know, women's equality to the UN. And I'm going to listen to the whole speech, and I didn't...
He's coming to his whole conclusion and hasn't even heard the shit.
Listen, but here's the reason why, right? First of all, and I understand that it's the reality. For whatever reason, when you're a celebrity, the shit that you say means more than somebody else, right? If some professor for women's equality gave a speech, nobody would give a fuck. But the fact that this chick used to ride on a fucking broom in a Harry Potter movie, all of a sudden it's a viral video and everybody's got to listen to it. Okay, granted. My point is, I don't want to hear about women's equality from a girl who's been a famous person since she's 12 years old and she's been rich. Okay, I want to hear about women's equality from a woman who's actually had to deal with being a woman in the workplace, not someone who's basically could afford everything they wanted and given all these, you know, opportunities because they're famous and given the benefit of the doubt in terms of, you know, like their treatment and how they've been treated. And nobody wants to mistreat her because she's a famous person. I don't want to hear about how hard it is to be a man from Brad Pitt. You got to shut your fucking ass up. You smashed Jennifer, fucking whatever. Now you're smashing Angelina Jolie. You look incredible. You could have sex with whoever you are. Don't tell me how hard it is to be a man. I want to hear about that shit from fucking, I don't know.
I don't agree with that.
Ruben Studdard or some shit.
I'm gonna tell you the reason I don't agree with that, because that's the same excuse that black people use when it comes to the black people that have been successful, telling them not to play the victim role. Don't play the victim role. Stop making excuses. Yeah, I understand systematic oppression. I understand that it's been racism, but fuck all that. Defy it. That's easy for you to say because you've already made it. So I can't believe in that excuse. That's the same exact scenario.
No, it's not. It would be the
same exact
It
scenario.
would be the same thing if it's me telling black people what it's like to be black.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is a man.
Okay.
He can speak on man issues. Emma Watson is a woman. She can speak on woman issues.
They can, and they're going to have brilliant points. And I'm sure what she says, she's an educated girl, and I'm sure what she says is absolutely genius, completely relevant, and everybody deserves to have opinion. She's a woman. She's had her life something I don't know about. All I'm saying is if I want to know what it's like with your life with the come up, right? Not because you've already made it, because of your experience on your way up. You've dealt with the fucked up part. You've dealt with trying to get jobs, being fired. You've dealt with all these things. She's been famous since she's 11 years old or 12 years old. She hasn't dealt with working in a corporate office. What? Has she not been?
Yeah, but
she hasn't dealt with working in a corporate office. The sexual harassment that comes to that.
You don't know
the
that,
way
though.
the treatment.
How do we know that?
Maybe she is. I don't think it, but
You're
maybe
assuming
she is.
Based off her celebrity.
And you're absolutely right.
But we don't know that.
You're absolutely, and that's ignorant of me. I know that I'm being ignorant in saying that. Our producer's saying she also has a mother, sisters, and grandmothers, and stuff like that. And
she has people who probably are going through those same experiences telling her, and she's using her voice to speak on it.
And look, I agree. Listen, I agree that that she's going to bring so much more attention to a real issue, and we need equality. We need equal, rights for women. We need equal pay for women. We need all these things. I believe in this shit. Mm-hmm. I believe in equal treatment. You're you're retarded if you don't believe in that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying the right person for that to reach everybody else, because there are going to be other people like me that are going to dismiss it. Like, what does she know about being a regular woman? She's been famous since she's 12. I want to know about some chick who, all right, a famous person who got famous at 40, and before that, she worked day jobs and dealt with sexual harassment all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to relate to you.
But I think that's the whole point. The whole point is, no matter how big a celebrity you are, mm-hmm. no matter how rich you are, you still deal with inequality because you're a woman. It's just like Oprah getting racially profiled in a store. She's Oprah fucking Winfrey.
You know what?
But she's still black.
You know
Barack
what?
Obama's the president of the United States of America, but he's still black. These motherfuckers still disrespect him.
You know what? There's an argument that if she's dealing with inequality and she's that famous and rich, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
If she's still dealing with inequality and she's that famous and that rich, then it must be a huge problem for someone who isn't that famous or that rich.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I understand that argument. Like, if she's still dealing with the sexual bias and that kind of stuff that she's going through, and she's a famous rich person, imagine some regular chick. So I get that.
It's certain men who will never give women respect.
Right.
Simply because it's a woman. No matter who we're talking about, a lot of guys refer to women bitch. Oh, that bitch.
I don't call girls bitches unless they're being a bitch.
Mother Teresa, that bitch.
Yeah, I don't do that.
There's people that do that kind of shit. Like, I know guys who talk like that repeatedly, but they'll get mad if you call their mama a bitch. Right. Get mad if you call their daughter. Like, so you gotta treat women with respect all across the board.
I agree with you completely, and I do. If you go off of my behavior, that's what I do.
Absolutely.
I treat women with respect. It's not a question of whether I do or not.
Giving a speech that you haven't heard, but you're shitting on.
I'm just saying. Yeah. What is this? Okay, hold on. We're getting a note for...
How much time we got left, by the way?
I think we're done.
Okay.
Okay. See the God. Did you talk to Childish Gambino at the iHeartRadio Festival on why he lied about you after he was on Power 105?
Nah, I didn't, because I was in front of like all my bosses and things like that, and they already feel a way about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's been, especially that weekend, because we was in Vegas, MGM Grand, Floyd Mayweather's house, 50 Cent was performing. You know, I also put out the footage of Floyd Mayweather, so everybody had mad security, everybody was on high alert, so I didn't want to be the guy to embarrass hip hop at an event like that. And plus, me and Child just had the conversation over the phone. Like, I checked him over the phone.
Oh, you spoke to him?
Absolutely, immediately.
First of all, I want to know about that, but I want to address your responsibility.
What you mean?
You will never get credit for responsibility. But responsibility is a thing you should get credit for more over everything. For example, you could have easily started beef, did all this other shit. But you went, you know what? This is bigger than just me. This is a group that I'm representing.
Absolutely.
This is a culture I'm representing.
Absolutely.
I could make this culture look bad. I could make this culture live up to every stereotype that these execs have. But instead of doing something that's only going to benefit me because I get to check this person.
Absolutely.
Instead of doing this selfish act, I'm going to be unselfish
and make it bigger.
Represent. Absolutely. And think about that shit.
You know why?
In your everyday. When you want to fight somebody because they talk shit to you at work and you think you're about to get into a fight, think about how that makes you look.
Absolutely.
Think about how that makes the other people that you work with look.
And there's two reasons for this too also.
And you'll never get credit for it. Responsibility, you get nobody's going to pat you on your back for it.
My guy Dennis Clark, who's like the head consultant for iHeartMedia, you know, he was telling us that when we're talking here at the iHeart Festival, don't assume people know you. Because, you know, I might be doing a broadcast with Elvis. I might be with Bobby Bones, who does country. Elvis does pop. I might be with Nessa. I might be with Ryan Seacrest. Whoever. It's just different, you know, audiences that are listening. So I can't get on there and be like, yeah, Charlemagne. So Childish Gambino. You know, remember when you was on the Breakfast Club? It's plenty of people out there thinking, what the fuck?
Breakfast
Who
Club?
the fuck is Charlemagne? What is this Childish Gambino? What is this Breakfast Club shit? Fuck all that. Hi, my name is Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club, New York City, Power 105.1. This is Childish Gambino. And just dude, like, I was clowning him about his clothes because he looked fucking ridiculous as usual. But
So what happened on the phone call?
I asked him straight up, like, why would you lie like that? I said, number one, I've never given you donkey of the day. And he goes, you never given me donkey of the day? No, I've never given you donkey of the day. Who the fuck told you that? You let that fucking stupid motherfucker on that other radio station gas you up and use you as a fucking pawn to say some stupid shit like that? That's number one. Number two, you said that I wasn't real. And if I was so real, I would have said it to you right then and there. No, dog, if you were so real, you would have said it to me instead of acting like, you know, everything was all good, then going to another radio station and talking shit. He goes, I know, man, I forgot to ask you about Donkey of the Day and all that stuff while I was there. Exactly. So it is what it is. There's nothing to talk about. But yeah, I wasn't going to say anything to him at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. There's no need.
Responsibility, man.
Responsibility, man.
Can't tell you that shit.
I'm representing black people.
Yep.
I'm representing hip hop.
Yep.
You know, there's no, put it like this. iHeartMedia, me and DJ Envy, the only two black guys repping as personalities there. And Angela Yee's half black. Okay? Everybody else by Bones white. Elvis Duran white. Nessa not quite sure what she is. Like Ryan Seacrest white. John Jay and Todd white.
Everybody's white.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm there repping.
So you're going to be the black dude that gets in a fight at the...
Yeah, I'm going to live up to every stereotype. Absolutely not.
Keep that shit in mind.
Not me.
Keep that shit. And white people, keep that in mind as well. An Asian girl that just says, hey, why are you at the BET Hip Hop Awards? Keep that in mind as well. You know, just keep it in mind. Have it in the back of your fucking head.
Absolutely.
All right.
So,
guys.
Great show.
Yes.
We thank you for riding with us like always. And you got anything you want to plug?
Oh, yeah. This weekend. Tomorrow.
We got to start plugging this shit.
My bad, yeah. Thursday through Sunday, I'm going to be at the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska. I don't even know if I've ever been to Nebraska, but I'm excited. I'm there with Jamie Lee from Girl Code. So we're going to be there Thursday through Sunday. Make sure you guys come out. We got 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 Thursday, 1 Sunday. It's going to be hot. And yeah, thank you guys for coming out to the shows that were in Seattle the last time. So it was dope.
Absolutely. So as always, if you listen to this show and you learn something, you think we know what we're talking about, you think we're brilliant, you're right.
You're absolutely right.
But if you've been listening to this show and you think we're stupid as fuck and we're dumb as shit and we're a bunch of idiots who don't know anything, you're right too. Because it's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening. Peace.